rapping ain't said nothing about the real thing. You know what I mean? 'Cause I got something to say, man.
You are watching a master at work.
You know something?
No, what?
You read too many comic books.
Well, he's real abstract. He's different.
That's right. That's right. I'm cute, too.
It is believed that kids without fathers or absentee fathers, the causes of this is because of black men not wanting to step up to the plate to take care of their responsibilities. But I believe that's a myth. I believe that the cause that these hoteps, these white liberals, these failed sociologists will not and will continue not to deal with the root cause. And the root cause is simple. The person that has the authority, the person that has the capability of managing childbirth is the woman, based off the fact of Roe versus Wade. A man cannot tell a woman what to do with her body. Therefore, the consequence of that decision, never mind all the biological reasons, but just the law itself has determined that the woman has the ability and the authority to determine if a father is going to be a father or when she wants to be a mother. So due to that one fact, excluding all the other reasons why a woman or women have control over who they will get pregnant by, she is the one that should be held liable and therefore carry the burden of why these children, black children in America, 75% of our households have absentee fathers. And because of that, these children are dropping out of school, illiterate, have a high propensity to commit violence, not just on their peers, but also onto themselves. The black woman is the mother of these children. These kids spend 24/7 in her household, in her care. The behaviors that we see in the society from these children is indicative of the behaviors that these children are learning through socialization, hanging out with a savage. But it's very easy to blame the fathers. It's very easy to blame men, because misandry is very rampant in our society. Post the egalitarianism implementation, man and woman are equal now. However, man carries the consequences, the burden, the responsibility, the accountability of his actions. He's ridiculed when he doesn't do. He is always advised when he stands up for his accountability, responsibility of his decisions. He's never doing enough. This country, this culture is insatiable when it comes to the man. But if you look very closely in society, how many people are asking the question, Why are these kids cannot read? Why are these kids are committing violence at an early age when they do have at least a mother? What the fuck is she teaching those children? See, those questions will never be answered in the public domain because the woman is revered as some sort of a demigod in our culture. She cannot do any wrong. And the powers that be understand one thing. Women cannot deal with reality, so they placate them like little children. So ultimately, it's children raising children. And that's why these savages who do not have fathers who bring reason and logic and direction and discipline are behaving as bonobo apes, savages. 14-year-olds killing 14-year-olds, selling drugs out on the street all day, damaging property, jumping people, robbing people. And the only question that the society could come up with is, where are the black fathers? As if they implicitly are saying that the mother or black mothers are the worst stewards of children. It is embedded in within the society's perspective on why these children or black children are behaving as such. So they don't even ask what's going on with motherhood. The black woman is so ignorant, so stupid, the lowest IQ. She doesn't even understand the implications of why people never challenge her motherhood and the discipline that she put upon that child. Because why? She gets money out of it. She gets emotional support from it. So she feels like, wow, no one's blaming me, so I can move on and have another bastard. My children has a probability of born out of wedlock of 70% Therefore, they're 60% liable to be living in these poverty-ridden neighborhoods where violence, all the reprobate culture, the ghetto mentality, disease will be injected in that child at a very young age. Black women just believe they could raise kids all by themselves. The only thing that egalitarianism has done for women, and particularly the black woman, is allow her to fuck anybody that she wants indiscriminately, without any ridicule, without any judgment. And the consequences of that is that we got feral children running around all across America in the streets, in schools, causing chaos. The police has geared up and amped up towards these children to lock them up or shoot them at any given moment. Rather than dealing with the root cause as a society, rather than dealing with the root cause as part of being a black intelligentsia, they rather blame the white man, these hoteps, pro-blacks. If they are these manginas or white knights, they rather blame the black man for failure to being a father. We are on our third generation of this cycle. Therefore, I'm saying to you, the second generation from the inception of this bullshit of black women raising single households. The boys that became so-called men, or man-childs as I call them, they are having kids. So even if they were in the household, this is what a lot of these failed sociologists, these failed social scientists doesn't understand. Even if they were in the home, it's not going to change the behavior of that child. One of the main reasons is women sleep they procreate with the very thing they are. So it's only logical to say that she's only fucking the same type of personality, the same type of savage that she is. Therefore, if both parents were in the household, that child would still be a savage. Till folks understand that freedom without responsibility equals bondage. Until these black females understand that closing their legs being very discriminate on the folks that you procreate with, until these behaviors are implemented in our culture, sterilization is only the thing that's going to be left, because wild seeds can't grow. They cannot. So those folks who's telling me that I'm against black people because I'm for eugenics, understand this. Those wild seeds that's in your neighborhoods, those wild seeds that you think if you're part of the Tyler the 10 that you moved away from, those same wild seeds are in the public domain selling your image for rap videos, movies. I mean, you can't, anytime you go see a black movie, it's a hood movie. As if black people can't come up with good art, sophisticated art. They only come up with hood shit. Why? Because wild seeds have taken over the garden bed, and now it's our culture. Products of crack babies in the 80s, products of the hip hop bullshit, products of failed education from grammar school to understanding the world. This is why every time a hood movie come out, it's rated high in caliber as the new NWA movie. They rated that shit at an 8 out of 10. A hood movie. Because this is what my culture has became because of bastard baby production. 3 generations of it. And as this trend continues, you're going to get worse and worse and worse. Because the black female just going to keep on pumping those babies out. Some argue that it's the plan from the white man. Hey, if that's the case, understand this. There's 3 steps to behavior. There's a proposal, there's a consideration, and then there's consent. The black woman received that proposal and she consented because it benefits her. She doesn't give a fuck about her culture. She doesn't give a fuck about her people. Only thing she cares about is comfortability and being able to look good, being able to have some material that provides some type of self-security. That's all she cares about. She has sold her soul for a lace front wig. My people will suffer for that. And if any one of you hoteps and bro blacks thinks that black men gonna rise up, how can they rise up when the first teacher, the first person that child saw was that black female savage? And she told that boy to be milquetoast. She told that boy to be a spineless warrior, a spineless man. So if you think, my hoteps, that white supremacy is going to come down, black man's going to rise, you're foolish. Because the black woman is going to ensure through baby bastard production and inferiority socialization parenting methods that my people will continue of being parasites to the social welfare system and live in this victim philosophy until the days that America collapse, and then they will roll and consent back to the jungle in which they belong with the rest of the bonobo apes.